You're listening to Hwange FM, Hwange's own community radio.
Sihlangana njalo kuhlelo lwethu lweHwange FM. Yimi owenu Miss Caroline aka Black Child. Kuhlelo lwalamhla amabhizimusi sikhulumisana ngodaba lolu sikhangele abasakhulayo lamathuba atholakalayo. Asizweni bekhuluma.
In summary, let me point out critical information necessary for youth in Hwange district. The Ministry of Youth Empowerment, Development and Vocational Training offices are located at the Compensation Building along Independence Road. To access Ministry information, you can visit our offices during working hours from Monday to Friday between 7:45 and 16:45. We also have Ward Youth Development Coordinators. So far, we have Miriam Chukwama, Victoria Falls, and surrounding areas. We also have Madeline Ngube, who covers Lukos Ward and other wards around Lukosi, and Chengiswe Mulilo, who is in Ndlovu Ward, Kachichete. She also serves areas around Ndlovu. And you can also call Ketwe Ndlovu on 0775 122 623, 0775 122 623. For youth empowerment, our youth can access free collateral loans at Empower Bank. We also offer free entrepreneurship and business trainings. As a ministry, we have noted the skills gap in the district. So far, we are encouraging our youth to enroll with the Umguza VTC, which is at the Benis area, 50 kilometers from Bulawayo. When on your way to Bulawayo, it's just 50 kilometers before you actually reach Bulawayo. And it's very affordable as they also offer sustainable and affordable accommodation to our youth. And some of the youth, we are also encourage some of them to also enroll at our local vocational training centers. In Hwange, we have Dadan as one of the VTs we actually send our youth for. We recommend our youth to go there and get their training so that they are equipped with the skills necessary for youth entrepreneurship to start their own businesses. There's need for them to have those skills for them to actually venture into different business. For example, carpentry, welding, metal fabrication, etc., etc. So in summary, that is what we can say. Those are some of the leverage points we have realized as a ministry we can do to actually empower our youth in the district. Thank you.
The two ministries in concern have got the opportunities to empower the women and youths on socio-economical needs like developmental projects that would enhance their livelihoods. And they also have got the opportunity in helping in funding of these projects, also assisting them in registration of these projects and giving basic general knowledge on the startups of these projects. Through working with the various NGOs, they also fulfill the above mandates as these organizations have got the opportunity and the resources to complement them. They also work with organizations that can empower the communities on legal knowledge and referral pathways to curb violation of human rights. These offices are easily accessible by getting in touch with them through approaching their offices and making inquiries on what they offer to the communities. And also it is notable that these ministries sometimes hold community activities whereby they have the opportunity to showcase their work to the public. Um, the women and youths of Hwange have limited opportunities as these two ministries that are supposed to champion the eradication of economical and opportunity inequalities are hardly visible to the communities due to lack of funding within their two ministries. So a little is done by these two ministries on the ground due to being under-resourced. And also there is a need for more collaboration of these ministries with other stakeholders, especially the NGO sector, so that they can complement the funding that is lacking within their ministries and also increasing their visibilities. And then the other thing is broadcasting these ministries to local radio stations and advocating for more funding on budget allocations of these ministries through the MPs to carry out community work that they are mandated to do.
First of all, yes, entrepreneurship and enterprises are around in Hwange. But our approach in terms of how we should be executing and doing some formulation and implementation of strategies in those enterprises is really absent. Women and the youth lack what we call economic literacy, financial literacy, and also interpretation of some businesses in a way in which they could actually construe and apply that knowledge to start their own businesses. Yes, the Ministry of Youth and Women Affairs is there, but it is too centralized. It's not, if it could be decentralized to ensure that we have our own local trainers to actually imbue and bequeath quite a lot of information to our locals, it is better, because we understand Hwange in a broader perspective in terms of the natural resources that are there and also the businesses that should become about. And also we are in a position to prepare quite a lot of elaborate business plans and also issues of understanding and interpreting what we have around. And also the preparation of the financial statements can be within ourselves rather than have to have a centralized one. So that is what we are lacking. And also women are disenfranchised and women are de-empowered in terms of them lacking their C-suit. By C-suit, you simply mean that they are not wearing their executive capacities in terms of CHR, C finance, C accounting, C strategy, and also CCO, where we're talking about the C, meaning that the executive capacities from the women's desk is not available at all. So it also requires an approach in which we change our paradigm shift in terms of angling it to ensure that women are empowered from leadership, women empowerment, women leadership, women management, and so women leading enterprises and women leading as chief executive officers. To the youth, this is why they concentrate on drug abuse and also substance abuse, because they have nothing to do. And the resources could be there or could not be there, but what is very important is that we ensure that we capacitate and build our youth to an extent that we actually empower them to understand the resources that are around them. The manipulation of those resources by other people that are coming from elsewhere has actually disenfranchised them in terms of not even voting, but in terms of understanding the relations which they have in the environment, so that they exploit the environment to the maximum benefit and optimization of the resources that are around them. Our culture has slowly been eroded. Why I say our culture has been slowly eroded is because of the infiltration of other cultures that have dominated our Hwange. So what we need to do is we need to retweak, like I've been reading quite a lot of Instac, that is the Institute of Technology, or the Institute of African Knowledge. Our African knowledge is slowly waning away, and this is why we've introduced at national level the INSTAC, Institute of African Knowledge. So we need to liberate ourselves, first of all, from the yokes of colonization, which has actually bred into us into a lot of ways. It was actually eaten into our bone marrow. So for us to say our culture now is a doubtful and daunting approach, because we need first of all to remove the shackle. Where is the Dombe culture? Where is the Nambia culture? Where is the Ngoni culture? Where is the Africanization of culture? So the Europeanization and also the other cross-cultural invasion of those cultures which have diluted our own culture, we cannot now make inroads in our own culture. So we need to redefine our culture. We need to stand ground on our culture. Look, for example, the Sumbul has gone away. The things of the Shabe has actually gone away. The issues of even praying for the rains to fall has gone away. So that cultural thing is no longer there. And women in that dominance of their culture is no longer evident. It's no longer very clear in terms of that. So you cannot culture a culture that has actually gone away. So the issue is let's redefine, let's come back to our culture, let's understand the Ngonsi origin, let's understand the Dambia, let's understand the Dombe, the Tonga, and so on. That's when we could be talking about culture. We can't talk about culture now when we've been so diluted, such that our culture is invisible now. In fact, the culture which is being exercised is right another culture without to mention.
Siyabonga ukulalela kwenu. Sithemba lizasilandela kuhlelo oluzayo. Sitholakala ku Facebook page Zeno FM X lamanye nje dinga uHwange FM. Siyabonga.